you doing? Soon as I see Swamp get in here, we will get to the top 15 rock and roll albums of all time. That's right. In my mind. There, and I can have a mulligan. So get ready, get set, and get ready to rock and roll. So got Carter P in here. Got Annette in here. Hello. How you doing, Annette? Carter P. Swag. Is that Swag? New sub. All right. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate anybody coming in. That's so great. Carol, I don't know if you're here. You've been on the screen for a couple days. How you doing? Lenny, how you been? Swamp, thank you for stopping in. Just waiting for a couple minutes. I'm going through this real quick. I will probably get behind the chat because, of course, we're doing rock and roll albums tonight in mine and in Swamp's mind. So don't anybody get upset and say, how come the Bee Gees didn't make it? Because they did. There's no Bee Gees. It's more of the heavier rock and roll stuff, to rock and roll. Found the Quaker State. That's awesome. I just picked up the Oils and can. That was cool. I like that a lot. What's up there, Scotty? My Canadian buddy from the north. So, and I'm glad that some new people. I like seeing new people. It's always cool. Carter P, of course, and Little Debbie. Rush 2112. No, we're not going to do live albums or best of. Rush, did they make it? Rush has a lot of good albums, but did they make the top 15? I'm a huge Rush fan. Huge. So we'll see. Noel, I got it right here. But I'm not breaking it open tonight. Maybe later. I want to I want to see what it is. I got a feeling I know what it is. We'll see. Break it open a bit. So once we get my man Anthony in here, and I think he'll be here in a few. He's here. So hold on, time out, because there's my man Anthony. Here it is. So jump on in. I'm going to put that old clip right there. Put it here. And as soon as you see it come up, you jump on in. Carter P, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You don't have to do that. It's all free entertainment here. I'm here for just to piss people off with my list. Nah, it shouldn't make anybody mad. I think somewhere in here you're going to agree on me and Anthony's albums. When we put 15, like we said, there'll be no greatest hits and there'll be no live albums because I could have threw a couple lives in there easily. So, Mulligan. Yeah, but we call the Mulligan here too, so it's pretty cool. Because I forgot one time. I forgot to put Pink Floyd top bands of all time. Shame on me, and I mulliganed right in to like number 2 or 3 because they are. So, right, Gina? They are. That's all that's to it. So here we go. Mike, how you doing? The Crazy Card, and here we go. Buffalo Stone Show. Hit the thumbs up. Right. Jennifer Hayes is here. Susie's here. New people. That's so cool to hopefully some more come in tonight. So I'm trying to get to Anthony or to that thing. Hold on. Chat. Oh, shit. Sorry. Excuse that. We usually don't use dirty words until later in the show. So that's an early. Give me a mulligan on that one. I'm on. Hey, Anthony, you see that? Jumping right on that bottom one. If I miss your chat, please say it again. I don't mean it. It's my bad. So everybody's doing the dog park thing. Coming in, and Misha's here. Without further ado, here's my man, Anthony. He's all dressed up and ready to go. What's up, man? How you doing?
Sorry, I had my mic off there.
That's right. Stick it on and turn it up a little bit. Got that list ready?
Absolutely. How you doing
It was
tonight?
Anthony's idea, actually, so that's good that we had something in the making, but we never did the 10 albums or the 15 albums. There's so many good ones.
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard to pick. It's I'm biased, and you'll see I'm biased to a certain air. And Oingo Boingo, of course, did not make it, and neither did Circus Freaks from Mars. I'm sorry, but they just didn't put out that good of an album to make it. So we're getting there. What time, Buck?
Yeah, our other rule was you can't have more than 2 records from one group.
Right. And it's tough, but
Yeah.
there's so many good albums. We could did the 50. I was looking at people's, and everybody's critics, and everybody's got an opinion, just like everybody's got belly buttons, So
Facts.
we just have them. So open it now. All right. I might have mentioned this is a 2-drink minimum, so it's Friday night, and everybody's about ready to go. Carter got one to me, Harry. Not sure what that is, but I will mess up things. So we're going to, there's the StreamYard thing. All right. We got Barry Poppins Vintage in, and this, I don't think she's been in my live once. I think she come in late. So welcome. I'm glad to see you in here. And she has been watching a lot of my videos, and I appreciate it. And leaves comments, really nice ones. So
yeah,
that's cool.
It's nice when everybody leaves comments.
Yeah,
even if they tell you you're stupid.
I'd like to get a couple nasty ones once in a while. But one person did it on NASCAR. Says this guy don't know what he's talking about. It's like, oh, I don't. I never said I did. I just got them for free, and you're mad because you didn't get them for free. That's why.
Oh yeah, people have said some pretty crazy things in mine.
I welcome all critics. They are.
Yeah,
I'm sure we're going to hear them now. Sabbath, Live Evil. Well, that won't be on this one, but
yeah,
Land Sharks in. So as soon as we hit a few more, I say we get going.
Hey, everybody in the chat. Sorry, I missed everybody when I jumped in here.
If you don't know who is with me, and I'm sure everybody does, this is the Bluegrass Picker. Anthony Long, we go back 2 years to the beginning of probably when I start watching YouTube.
Yeah, when I bought some antique booths, I was checking for people that knew antiques, and you were one of the first ones that came up.
That's weird.
So I've been watching since you were first doing it.
Since I had about 3 more hairs, so I used to have a little bit more. So, Misha's going to leave some nasty comments. That's cool. That's cool.
Misha always gives me comments. So does Little Debbie. I appreciate them.
Yeah, I get and Key Lime comes in, which is Gina. Gina. See, I'm learning names very slowly.
Yeah, I'm slow with names too.
I know this wild man. This is my favorite hot food eater on earth. This dude. He's going to come on one night. I tell you what, Sarcastic, when I start popping in those things, we'll have some open chat nights. You just jump in. We'll get the old 4-banger up there and start flashing ideas with each other. I'm not eating anything hot. I might eat something nasty, but I'm not eating anything hot. That stuff will kill me, Craig. Thank you so much. The last one was kind of, you know what? People throw out those cleaning ones, and they're kind of just they're cleaning, and they make sense, and they're probably better than mine. But I got to silly it up, so I like the silly up videos, and that's why I put out a clean and insulator one, because I've been cleaning those things for a couple of years now, and I'm getting pretty good at it. So that's why I did that.
It looks really good.
Here's a cool one there. That's got the backward S. I don't think.
Backward S.
Somebody noticed that. Yeah, it's USA. The S is backwards.
Huh.
So that's kind of like, who knows?
So it makes it. So it's a rare one. It's like a error.
It's an error, but is it one of those like lesser ball player errors, or is it a superstar error? You know, where it makes it really valuable. You don't know these things. That's what there's
like the Billy Ripken with his bat and has the cuss word on the handle.
I have the F face one, but it's a scribble.
Really?
You can still they went like this, so you can still say it plain as day. So Annette has never seen you, and she said she subbed you. She's
Cool.
a New Jersey person, so you're over
Right on.
1,000 now, aren't you, Anthony?
Yeah, I got 1,000.
Anthony plays guitars too, so he's
Little mandolin, little guitar.
he used
thought
to
about
come
trying
on, like,
banjo.
when I was yard sailing. You would see him play. So, all right, you know what? Before we start, and before we're almost at the 20 range where I want to start this. This came from the West Coast from Noelle. She sent it to me. She sent me some cool stuff. Because I'm a big Bigfoot fan. Whoop, 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 whoop. So I got the Bigfoot.
That's
coffee
awesome.
mug. It is. It's really cool. Very thoughtful. And she's got them in her backyard, so she can send stuff like that.
Noelle is awesome. She's got a great
she's
channel
got a good
too.
channel. She's just on late. Uh-oh. Sasquatch poo. This is eatable too. Hope you enjoy. Please taste online, but save the package because it's epic. Oh. There it is, right there. There it is.
Harry and the Hendersons.
110 calories too. Should I eat it tonight before we start, or in a little bit?
I think you should try one.
I'm scared. Breakfast you can taste. Oh, that's guaranteed genuine, authentic, premium quality. Black cherry flavored. Enjoy the fresh Bigfoot poo taste brown cotton candy. and a few. We'll do that like half time. So, all right, we're going to get going here in a couple minutes. Let me catch a little bit up. Hendricks could have made it. He might. Don't know. We got two of us, so watch it. All I do when I do it to you, sarcastic, I just put it in that chat, and you just click on it. Bam, you're in the back room. When I do it, we'll do it down the road shortly. Because most of my lives are pop-ups, and you just jump on. We just chat. That's how me and Anthony's done it. I've done it with a lot of people in the past. Sometimes I get a little bit of silliness in there, and sometimes it gets real good. Chris, how you doing? Glad to see you come in. Philly Flipper, my man Paul, how you doing? I just won something on his show. A trophy. I can't wait to get it one soon, so we'll see. We didn't do the top. We didn't do any of that. So far, you are Rookie of the Year, so there you go. Better watch. We're going to get a whole new type of audience. Well, it probably is. They're probably going to say, look at that dude's legs. And that is one Q-tip looking dude. I didn't want to zoom in on the feet because those toenails they need to be a little better shape. So I looked at it, you know what, and I said, who cares? I really don't. It's just
too old to care.
Me without makeup. I'm showing you me in the wild doing the proper way of cleaning antique glass. There you go. So, there you go. The Guitar Man. That's a good song, actually. The Bread song, Guitar Man. I kind of like that. I like a couple of their songs. Hey, I'm a salty. We're at 20. You want to start this?
Sure.
At 15? You ready? Go ahead. Let's see who your 15th album is.
You bet. Number 15, I have The Doors. The Doors.
Oh.
It was such a
That is
groundbreaker.
I have them. They might be my mulligan. I was listening before I came in the house. Backdoor Man came on. I'm going. Oh, I didn't even put them on. They might have to. We'll see. My number 15 This is a personal favorite of mine. This is from my earphone, long hair, bored days when I throw the earphones on and the album, let it play. Because I was up in the room, just going.
Right.
Black Sabbath, Sabotage. I like that album. I like every song on that album. It's heavy. I like it. And that's my 15th.
Yeah, Black Sabbath is awesome. It really is.
What you got 14?
Number 14, it was a kind of a newer one, but I'll never forget when I first heard it. I couldn't believe. It was so groundbreaking to me, and I guess that's kind of why, like, it's not just how great it was an album for people, but like how it was for me. And but it was Tool, Anima, Stinkfist, Eulogy, and 46 and 2 is one of my favorite songs. It's just, to me, it's just awesome.
It makes me feel like, I guess got to get cleaned out sometimes. So, Anima, that's actually an album, huh?
Yeah, it's Anima. It's actually Anima. It's I think it's the word for soul and enema mixed together. So soul enema is really what it stands for.
No John Denver tonight there, Glass House.
No John Denver.
I got number 14. A lot of people are going to be mad at me because it's down, but at least made my list. And this is about one of my newer ones. I don't have any Tool. Is Tool 90s or early 2000s?
Both. Yeah. Okay. Late 90s. Mid 90s.
My number 14 is going. I know some of these guys are going to get mad that it's that low, but it is on the 15 list. Metallica, the Black Album.
Yeah,
that's where it made it. I struggled. I put it up. I put it back. Things go up, they come back. They go up, they come back.
Yeah,
and it ended up 14. It had to be on there. It's their breakthrough album that actually puts them in the mainstream. It pisses a lot of their hardcore fans out that want to just get their heads going, real fast and really get whiplash and just slowed you down a little bit. So, and you can actually, it's not speed metal. It becomes more of like hard rock,
Yep.
That's what I think anyway. So what you got?
The videos were so awesome for the Black Album. Number 13 is Metallica, the Black Album.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Right.
It was my first CD I ever bought. And it to me, it's just one of those you listen to from the beginning to the end, and every one of them's great. And if you listen to me on guitar, I play Nothing Else Matters. I love that song.
Larry Way Out, how you doing? Here we go. We're letting it go. Nice legs, Harry. Well, thank you. Oh, my man, Philly Joe. How you doing, Philly Joe? Hope you're ready to pack that car tomorrow with lots of treasure. Good videos. Where are we? Oh, did I do the 13? No.
Nope.
This one here, to me, is it was my second 8-track of all time. My first one was one of the Santanas. Santana made a lot of made some okay stuff and good stuff, and then they made a lot of albums that nobody bought. So it was kind of like in that case. But this is the second 8-track I got. AC/DC, their Black Album, Back in Black. So there you go. It's without Bon Scott; he's dead, and that the other dude comes in and they make their best album, I think.
Brian Johnson, or
So what do we got here?
Yeah, I can't disagree with that one.
Any day, yeah. So that's 13. Let's catch a little bit up. We're up to 13. People were already getting pissed. I seen like we had 45 in here. Now we're down to 20. So I'd probably pissed them off with the Metallica. We didn't have that many.
I liked all the Metallica before it too, and Justice for All almost made it, but Metallica Black Album just hits me because it was more my era.
What's one on? That's the first song I really
and just
that.
Yeah, one's on Justice for All.
Justice for All. So
Master of Puppets is right. They're all great. I mean,
Tool, Motorhead, Ace of Spades. That cracks me. You know, Motorhead, I don't even know when I started hearing them, but it was late, and he was Lemmy, or isn't that his name?
Yeah.
They were a little different.
Yeah.
Are they on the list? I don't know. Motorhead's kind of like their own little their thing. So Cameron, this is the top.
Very
two.
unique. Yeah.
Not animals. So I'm a Tool. I've been called many a things and that many a times too. So I had to work it all. Hey, you're a Tool. Hey, okay. All right, what do you got for 12?
Number 12, and it's because I'm from 1976 when I was born, so I started listening to music a lot in like 85. But Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, because boy, it just, it's when I first started hanging out with my buddies, and it was like, ooh, get to listen to something that was risque that you couldn't hear on the radio. So a little Guns N' Roses, Appetite.
Wow. Hold on, time out. God darn it. I had them on here, I thought.
Go to the honorable mention?
No, they're on here somewhere, I thought. I had that one in my head. It's somewhere. It could be an honorable mention. My number 12, this one, a lot of people were. This is one that I like the whole album again. I mean, I come from the days I grew up in the 70s and then graduated rated 81. So it's kind of like the 70s, and music was all, you played the whole stinking album. And that's what most of my albums are that I like. I just remember playing them. And mine's Jethro Tull, Aqualung. I love that stinking album all the way through. A lot of women were saying before they didn't like the song Aqualung, but that guitar on that Aqualung is just stuck in my head the first time I heard it.
That's one of those, it's from the beginning to the end, it's all great. Never
was the lyrics. It was just it was the song. I mean, that
what
was that?
He had an awesome tone.
Oh wow, Gina's like the heavy. She likes that headbanging stuff, man.
Yeah, she does.
Probably had a neck brace on a couple times. Or walked down the street. Oh, she went to thrash metal last night. Yeah, I did. I was there. She's still bobbleheading down the street. So. All right, what you got? Where are we at? 11.
Number 11 is AC/DC, Back in Black. So yeah, it was the same as you.
We're kind of like again.
Yeah.
Again. So
and a lot of mine are picked because of being the whole album's good. There's some other albums I liked, but they had some really terrible songs on it. These are the ones that I think that are just the whole album's great. You can't beat Back in Black.
Yeah, and even they played the Budweiser commercial with the frogs and the weasel. Remember the weasel was or whatever he was. We're 11, right?
Yes.
My number 11 is Rush, Moving Pictures. Another album. I like it all the way through.
Yeah.
Witch Hunt and Camera Eye and the
Fly By Night.
Have a song about it. No,
Fly By Night's its own, isn't it?
YYZ's on it, I think, and Limelight and Stink, and there's the whole album all the way through. So, Red Barchetta, that car song, that's good. Just stuff I like, and I just think they're a great band. Please tell me there's some Zeppelin. Could be. Could be.
Gotta hang on.
Top 10, yeah. A top 10 without Led Zeppelin would be a top 10 without Led Zeppelin, I guess. You must be patient, and that must be patience. All right.
Sorry for missing everybody in the chat. I'm glad everybody's here. I appreciate it.
Yard sale overtime tomorrow. Finally good weather. That's good to hear. Because I by the time I say that, hopefully tomorrow, I got some loot in the back of the mystery van. We'll see. So here we go. Rush Moving Pictures, Better by better be on the list or I'm riding. See, well, Philly is on there. I just put it on there. So physical graffiti needs to make the list. See, very interesting. All right, here comes Myra. Myra's in the house, and that's good to hear. Hopefully everything's good with Myra. She's been
I
down
like
a
to
little
see
bit.
everybody's opinions.
Give a little moment for Myra and say, get well soon, because she's a great person. One of my very first people to watch me, and very friendly and just cool. She's just cool.
Yeah.
We always like Myra.
She's watching me really too.
Yeah. So what's up there, Mike? How you doing? Hold on. Everybody settle down. There's my man, Mr. Goodbye Brian. Mr. Biden. I'll tell you what, we're at 10, right?
Yep.
We're at 10. So let me crack open a brand new one. This is the first one.
2 and 2.
Go get one. The 2 and 2. Anthony's going to entertain. He's going to sing to you. Grandmom's Great and Cigar. You haven't heard it, but he's real good. It's his own song. So.
I should have brought it. The Harry Long Show. Thanks for everybody joining. Appreciate it. How can you not watch Harry? Leroy. What's up? Carter. Brian. I like everybody throwing up what they think. No live albums, all strictly studio albums, no greatest hits, and we can only have 2 of the same band, because we both have a couple bands that we really like, so I think all of us are kind of like that. Harry does have the best live show on YouTube. I'm lucky he actually wants me to come on. I'm drinking my drug of choice, little late night coffee. My buddy got me this coffee mug. Pretty cool.
In the rain.
I'll be singing Rush the rest of the night. Thanks.
Which one, the Limelight or?
Yes.
That's cool. Hold on, we got a super chat. It's Anthony. Will scream 3 bad words out. Nah, just. What's up, Leroy? Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're here for this.
Leroy's got some great information.
Leroy's a big tool guy.
Yes.
I like if I don't get to see much of chats, and I always just, if I'm up in a special area, I pop in once in a while and I'll do the Hive, the Victoria show, his show.
I miss being able to get on there.
Larry's got Let's Get Fired Up right off the bat.
Yeah.
46.
There's Cat.
Where's Nurse Cat? Oh, they're coming in. Cool.
She's coming in.
Okay. This is 10. I should be able to handle this through the next 5. Everybody be patient. Your band may make it. Like I said, Pat Boone is not on the list. I'm sorry. I struggled, but I could not find out that Winky Stinky Winky is not a great album to me. So let's go. What do you got for 10?
Number 10, I have, this is my heavy drinking days, STP Core.
Wow, STP's great. But did they
I love Plush. I love that whole album, Sex Type Thing. It's a great album. Wicked Garden is an underrated.
Wicked Garden's great live from that. There's a Chicago concert with them. But what's up with him kissing the guitar player after each song or something? What's going on there? What's going on there?
Too much heroin.
Too much of something. I don't get it. Let him play the guitar and kiss him after the goddamn show's over. Knock it off.
Facts.
God, that Chicago concert that you can watch it on YouTube.
I'll check it out.
Good. And Wicked Garden is fantastic on there, and Vaseline's real good on that one. It's just a great song. So here we go. Aqualung, actually. So here, I think I'm way back, and I'm so sorry. Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven live album. No live, Meyer. My number 10 is Where It Made It. When this band came out, and everybody had to put their guitar down and say, "What the hell did I just say? This guy is just a wild man." Van Halen,
Yeah.
first album, all the
First
way
album.
through, nothing wrong with it. The second one, Dance the Night Away, throw that off the album and stop with the first cover is a Kinks cover, and it sounds great because Eruption's the first song, and he's doing all that like I play before each of my shows. You know,
Yeah.
no, but he's fantastic. So
It's the best. It's probably the best first album of any group
it's a good
ever.
one. It's a good one. So I let my husband do head banging. That's cool. All right, that's number 10. What you got? 5 little girls with band. Oh yeah, I know, but you know what? Mick Jagger sings about them, and every one of the old rock and roll 70s songs are about little girls, and they are.
Yeah.
And I've lost the cat. So there's a ton of it. So that was the 70s rock thing, was what they did. Now, then the Go-Go's got little boys. It did the flip. So I did Rush. So there Ronnie James Dio. Did he make it? The Harry Longs. What you got for 9?
Number 9, I'm kind of sticking with my grunge. Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies. And it's not a heavy album, and most people would probably pick a lot of different Alice in Chains albums, but that one I just used to throw in and just repeat.
Yeah, that's got is Down in the Hole on that one.
No, it's Nutshell.
Oh, Jar in the Fly. Yeah, that's got.
It's more melodic.
It's Okay. Had a Bad Day. That song and that other. There's some good songs on there. I like the one that Dirt's where Down in the Hole and Wood and Rooster.
There's a couple. Grind is a great album too, but
it is. Told me Harry has the best show on YouTube. Well, thank you, Clarpay. All right, so everybody's got their favorites. There we go. Pantera, Cowboys from Hell.
She likes the heavy.
I'm telling you, man. She wakes up in the morning going like this. Let me get the coffee in first, and then I'll be able to open it up. And then
she has a shrine to Satan in the corner.
Tina's a wild woman, man. I can see it right now. Let's get going here. And number 9 for me, Pearl Jam, 10. Another first album for me.
That's the first grunge you have.
I mean that's stinking. Thank you, Misha. That album's great.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeremy, and before that, I mean, but I'm Still Alive and Even Flow and that
Once Even Oceans, so good.
All songs are just
Black.
one word on that too, aren't they? Well, Even Flow isn't, but
Black's awesome. Garden,
Alive, all those, they're just great songs. Great songs. There's Nurse Cat. Is she still here? What's up, Nurse Cat?
She has a great show.
Rookie of the Year, and now she might be Seller of the Year in the all Harry. I'm not going to do that list because we're going to do that, but we're all coming in with 2 drinks in us already. No, we're going to come in. You guys, I'll be drinking. You guys 420 it, if you know what I mean. So everybody's relaxed, so they don't start going, "What do you mean I didn't make the bestseller?"
I still think we should have
the way I say them.
We need a Humstoner shirt.
I got to do stuff. I wouldn't mind doing something, a sticker or something.
You need a hoodie though, because you always wear the hoodies.
That's one great thing about the basement. It's always about 70 degrees,
Yeah.
69 degrees down here. Don't get silly because all right, 71. That's the 69 with two fingers up your butt. All right, there you go. I stole that from George Carlin, by the way. So
gotta love Carlin. Gotta love Carlin.
Okay. What do you 2112, great album, but it is a live album. We will do. Did I do live albums already? I think
no.
I
Maybe that's our next one.
We'll have to do the live albums. Oh, I got my favorite there too. There's some.
I've got some good ones. Yeah.
Great live albums. So
Red Rocks.
What do you got for 8?
Number 8, I have Pink Floyd. Wish You Were Here. And you can go many different ways with that, but with Pink Floyd, but I just love it. It's almost like it's when they just get the best, I think, musically. And it's the last time they actually get along with each other. So it's the Shine On You Crazy Diamond is just so good.
That album, all but Welcome to the Machine.
Yes.
I'm not. That's no big deal to me but the rest of it's fantastic all the way through. Have a Cigar. I remember hearing that the first time and going, "Whoa, that's pretty cool."
Yeah.
It's a good album. Did it make my list? I don't know. Now you're going to see me real biased to the bands I really like.
Yeah, it's starting to get dirty here.
And it's not like it's not going to be. It's going to be different. Hey, well, look at this: Black Sabbath, Paranoid from Sabotage. Great album. But I threw Sabotage as number 15. I'm a huge Black Sabbath fan, but I can only take 15 to an island. These are the 15 I'm taking.
Yeah, same.
And some Miller Lite. So that's what I'm taking. But hey, DLRR guy, thanks for coming in, dude. The Railroad, probably an insulator, dude. Welcome to the show. Here we go. You did 8, right?
Yes.
Mine's yes, close to the edge. It's just a big one to me. It's my personal thing. It's
I knew you'd have it.
I gotta have it on there because I'm a huge Monster Yes fan. I think it's their best album. I think it's one of those, again, album things. And when you can have a song on a whole side of an album and you listen to it, which I will not. And in the 70s, you did. Maybe we just have a better attention span. I'm just saying that, just being silly. But that's the stuff I like. And it's not King Crimson, and it's not Yes, Tales of Tropical Ocean double album with 4 songs. It's got great songs to me. I'm a big Yes fan. So
yeah,
that's what I have. Black Sabbath, so that's a greatest hit. So we can't have that one.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Sabbath fan, really.
Me too.
You believe?
Without Sabbath, you wouldn't have a lot of great bands.
I hope so, Carter, tomorrow. I really do. Well, Sabbath changes it because nobody's going to play them. They're playing that chord that nobody's playing. They're heavy. And their first album, they did that in a day. They went in a recording studio and just did it. And it was over. Fantastic stuff. All right, number 7. Lucky 7. Here we go.
Number 7 was tough. Really is because it's the Beatles. And there's like 7 albums I want to put on there, but I settled on, it's probably one people don't want, but Magical Mystery Tour. I love that album. All You Need Is Love, I Am the Walrus, Strawberry Fields. It was one that I listened to a lot as a kid, so that's the Beatles album that I had to put up.
Hey, Noel, if you're still, thank you so much. I know I'm behind, but I want to eat this.
Yeah.
When she's leaving, I want to eat this and then send it over to Dave, Midwest Dave, because he always does the eating things and sends it to me. This way I can finally send him some. And I hope it's gross as hell too. We'll find out. Okay, you got Magical Mystery Tour. Magical Mystery Tour to me is like, it's monstrous. But I'm a big Beatles nut. I don't know if it made my list, but look at the cover of that. And then that changes again. That and Sgt. Pepper changes everybody's album covers. It does.
Yep.
They went from just a couple of them trying to be pretty to
well, because the Beatles' first albums were terrible. They looked terrible. And then they went to that extremely amazing with
they
Strawberry
changed
Fields.
it up all the time, man.
Yep.
They were innovator.
They always try to get better. And that's why they were stayed around so long.
So Audio Slave, great voice. Chris Cornell, gigantic. I think Motley Crue, good band, but do they make it? I mean,
do they make it to the island? Also. Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up a little bit here. And what was that? Number 7 for you?
Number 7, yes.
My number 7, here's where we match up like almost close, is Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there. It's huge.
Yeah.
10 was amazing. So, wow, I'm way behind. Yellow, that better. Good song. But that kind of wasn't on an album at all. And then they threw it on Dave Matthews Band before the Crowded Streets better be in your list. Dave Matthews is fantastic, but he's kind of a cult thing too. People that like him usually go to, like, if he's within a 200-mile radius, they go to every show he has. So
that's how I used to be.
Like, yeah, it's like me at a yard sale. I'm kind of like going nuts at yard sales. So, Glock, Tim, what's going on? Glad to see you in here. Hold on, I got Nurse Cat. You shouldn't do. Stop giving me. Thank you so much. My vote, happily. Nin, the downward spiral is my vote. What is that? Is that
9 Inch Nails?
Oh, really? Cat with 9 Inch Nails, really? See, that's, I guess, well, they didn't make my list.
It was a good album. I agree.
I don't know if I know how many 9 Inch Nails songs do I know. I think I've heard them. Didn't they threw mud at them while they were playing at Woodstock, right? And then they were pulling it off their guitars and throwing it back.
Yeah, I think so.
So
they were interesting. They tried to be their own thing, that's for sure.
Kat, thank you. I don't have dolphins that make anything, and I don't make noises. But down the road, maybe I can have a couple things come down and make noises and stuff. But right now, I have no sound effects or anything. My show's just basic. It probably just kind of boring, but I try to entertain you with my charm. So that's how it goes. It's the charm. So we're at number 6. What do you
Number 6. I had Led Zeppelin, and this was hard because I like almost every Led Zeppelin. House of the Holy.
Wow, that's a good one.
Because Rain Song, Over the Hills, Dire Maker, No Quarter, Dancing Days, The Ocean. I mean, there's just every song on it is just fantastic.
I could have did Led Zeppelin, this, that, and that one is that's a big one, but it's huge. I mean,
and that's an album cover you probably can't make anymore.
Exactly.
That album cover, House of the Holy, is a little risque now, I'm sure.
Oh, with the naked kids running all over the place, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the 70s. It's just,
yep.
Yes, I am. Oh, he's Insulator, Clyde. I am so far behind. Please, but we're doing a list here. It's hard to keep up. Some people just let it fly by. I try to click on and catch things. So I'm just not. 9 Inch Nails is just. They may be on my list. We'll have to see. Thank you, Storage Stacker. Thank you so much. The 69 plus 2 maybes. I've used that. I've made a few lunch crowds kind of spit out some food on that one.
That's good.
That's from over the years making up stuff myself and hearing half-ass and then stealing stuff off of comedians. So 6 for me is Led Zeppelin, but it ain't House of the Holy. This one is huge for me. Physical Graffiti, all the way through. Double album. I remember picking it up brand new. I had that or Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits, and I grabbed Physical Graffiti.
Cashmere is one of it's.
But I like the Rover and Custard Pie, and it's just all the way through. And
yeah,
In My Time of Dying, all that stuff. Sorry, Hank. American beer already like American beer. See, Canadians, a lot of people don't know. You guys are professional drinkers. That's why they keep the good stuff up there for you. Now, me, I like the cheap stuff because I'm cheap, and I like the kitty beer. Now, I can drink a few more, and it keeps it. It just keeps it going. You guys, after 3 beers and a hockey stick, you guys are fighting. So that's just no Nirvana. I see you as Nirvana. Could be a Nirvana album. Could be. Anthony's here. I probably got him by 10. Oh, I'm 58, and I know I got you at least by 10 or more. So he's younger. So be patient. We got 5 to go. I'm gonna catch up on some chat.
Do you need another beer yet?
Nah, they're going down nicely. I don't want to go too much because remember, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll be ready. Where's the hot wheel? Where's the teacups? I'm ready to go, man. Where's the stinking everything? Roundabout is a song that the oldie station jocks play. Man, that song when that came out, I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade, and I loved it. Doesn't make sense. What the hell are they talking about? Robins come out of the sky and stand. Yes, just has great music. Don't listen to the lyrics because you're not going to get anywhere on it. But they're stinking. They're all great musicians. They play well. They're just unbelievable. So water, yes, it's flavored water, right, Carter? When I come up there, I drink. I would say Canadian Light. So there you go, Molson Light.
When I'm with the East Coast, I love that Yingling.
Yeah, I was drinking. Hey, Bill Stoner, I was drinking. We have Yingling Light, and then we have a Yingling Light. It just says beer on it. It's weird because the other 2 are lagers, and that one just says beer. So
I think it was Black and Tan. I think I drank a lot of when I was out there.
Where's that at? In my area?
Yeah, Yingling Black and Tan. Yeah, when I went to Maryland, my uncle lives out there.
Yingling doesn't go down to Missouri?
No, it's the way they process it. Some reason Missouri wouldn't let it in. I think they started to recently though.
Oh, okay.
But for years they wouldn't.
That's the oldest brewery in America.
Yep. It was kind of like Coors Light. Coors Light you couldn't get in Missouri through the 70s and 80s, and people would drive to Colorado to get it and bring it back.
And then Black Clothes.
Who wants Coors Light?
You know what? Coors Light, I used to drink it until one morning with about 12 beer breaks in a row. It's the only 12 bathroom breaks in a row. It's the only time I ever went, ooh. I thought fire was coming out. I felt like stinking storage stacker there eating his stinking devil's toenails. I never drank it again. It destroyed me. I said, I'm not drinking it. I don't care. I'm just not drinking it. So that's I forgot everybody was in here. I shouldn't have told that.
Man, the people in the chat are hilarious.
We're down to 5, and everybody's going. This must be there. Jen, how you doing?
Hey, Jen.
Jen's cool.
She always comments on my videos. I appreciate that.
Picking up steam. She's picking up steam. Look out. Give her a shot. Check her out.
Yep.
This is Mo. This is the guy with Leroy.
Yes,
They
he's
were okay,
a big
though,
seller on
I
eBay.
like these guys. They're
He
they
knows
got
what
a
he's
good
doing.
show. I'm at work when they're on, so I don't
I know. I miss being able to watch their show. Him and OBX.
Over golf. One in the chat. So I'll tell you what, Myra, I was not golf.
No,
We couldn't
it was
get
after
black,
me.
We couldn't get the black lick stick in my area, so I had to get out of it.
I had no
Mike,
hair, so I couldn't do it.
Mike, I got the base to that insulator you had. You got the big. He dug up a perfect big insulator, and I just bought the big base. Come in that collection. So, you ready for 5?
Yeah.
All right.
Number 5 is, and this was back in my heavy drinking days, Pearl Jam 10.
So
yeah,
we're meeting up.
It was such a fantastic album all the way through. So
it is a good album. I mean, it's just when it came out, it was that whole scene came out. It was refreshing to me because it pulled you out of the hair bands.
Yep.
And I got tired of the Poisons and the Bon Jovis and stuff.
It killed the hair bands.
Because these guys they're just too pretty. So it's time to get back to rock and roll.
Yep.
Guys with zits and bad hairdos and, all that good stuff. So play your instrument.
Yeah.
And they
got rid of the Vanilla Ices and the
like
Baby
the
Got Back.
Again, it's all those bands sound. That's the way it sounded to me. So wasn't too heavy. They weren't all just flipping their hair and go, Master, kill your daddy and stuff like that.
But I think Pearl Jam 10 came out was it a month or two before Nirvana Nevermind? So they were before Nirvana even. Yeah,
but Nirvana kind of with that teen spirit, that's what they call the grunge. I don't know why, but who made it up? It was somebody.
They're more punky. Yeah,
they were rock. They were just hard rock and roll. I thought all those bands. They some of them were hair bands, and they didn't make it, so they had to straighten back out their hair and said, "Okay, let's rip our jeans and just play," and they did. So, my number 5 is nobody's mentioned this band at all, but this album here, to me, it's great all the way through. They made a movie down the road. They played it at Woodstock. They got one of the greatest frontmen of all time, and the best bass player of all time in my book. It's the Who, Tommy. See, it's a great album. Pinball Wizard, huge, first rock opera for an album, and still plays to this day.
The Who is a great. I mean, 2 great albums.
I think it's just a great album. I have it. And it's just one of my favorite albums. It's one of those road albums. Just put it on and just go. Now you can play it on your stinking phone and listen to it all the way through. So every song on the album is great. Yeah, Perfect Strangers, that's when they get back together with the super lineup. Them guys hated each other. Ian Gillan and Richie Blackmore. They just couldn't get along. And then finally Blackmore left again, and they've been touring without him for years now. So, can you fart on command, Harry? No, not at the moment. I hate to discuss, but Magical Mystery Tour. Palos in comparison to Sgt. Pepper.
I can understand that.
Mystery Tour is fantastic, Dr. Will. There's no doubt about it. Did Beatles make my list? We'll have to say. And I am like the biggest Beatle fanatic since AM radio, since I was about 3 years old ago. And that's the truth, man. I
Yeah.
was the Beatles. We used to play band in my room when we was kids with stinking fake guitars and we used Monkey albums as symbols. The Monkeys.
Yeah.
So that's how
One,
far that
one,
goes back.
one thing that was cool about the Beatles is Lennon wrote, so did Harrison, and so did Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
And I mean, and the guitar parts, they all played guitar too. So they were just amazing.
Paul was a better musician than all of them. Now, he could play lead better.
Piano.
And piano.
Always,
They could all play piano. They were just great.
Yeah. Paul's dad was a pianist, I believe.
Yeah, they're just fantastic. That's all. The Beatles are the Beatles. I mean, a lot of people will go and say, "Well, that's the '60s," but they
every band copied them forever.
Yeah, and everybody always said, if you look at all the '70s bands, they went and seen Hard Day's Night, and then they went out and bought guitars. So it influenced.
Come Together is kind of one of the first heavy rock songs. Kind of got, in my opinion, it's one of the first heavy metal like songs.
I think Helter Skelter is.
True.
That Helter Skelter is like, I mean,
it's heavy.
Whoa, shit! That's why it made Manson go nuts.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's go kill some Hollywood actresses. So it's nuts. So,
the chat's flying there.
Yeah, I know, and I'm so far behind, but I'm trying. Where are we at? 5? What's up there, Wendy? I'm going to miss stuff. Everyone ran around naked in the '70s. They did, Bill. They did. Not me. That was disgusting. That was the streaking days. We was all night. We used to run around with our sneakers on, so you didn't care back then.
In the '90s, we just did skinny
dipping. Little guy. '90s, they were running around naked and beating each other up in mosh pits. So.
Yeah.
Gina says she agrees. So we're okay here. I know she's waking up like this. Did Pantera make it? We'll have to see. Where are we at? 4? Floyd again in the top 3? I don't know. We'll see.
Yep, I'm on
4.
Did you do your 5?
Stacy, how you doing? People are coming in. I'm so sorry. I'm way Ella. Now I know we've had a good night because Ella's here. Ella usually is in every chat. She's amazing. So, how you doing, Ella? This is the rock and roll top 15 albums of all time, according to me and Anthony. Our list, the way we see it. If we don't see it, we make them up. So, why is American beer like making love in a canoe? Not sure. Not sure about that one. I hope I get the answer, though. I hope I catch it. Iron Butterfly. Oh, my God. And the God of La Vida. The drum solo. That's the big thing. Shit. Where am I at? I don't even know. I'm going to miss some stuff now, but I'm trying to. Did we up? You had to clap. No.
You're talking about when you're peeing fire.
I never had that one. Couple triple and double streams, but no clap or anything like that. So, 18 minutes long. There you go.
Oh, the canoe is because it's close to water.
How are you doing?
That's funny.
A lot of good beer comes out of minutes. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, the German beer. When I was in Germany, the beer was so good.
Oh. Yeah, I'll ask you this. Where's that Hams beer? Is that like the cheap beer of the Midwest? Because that's not here.
I think that's the North. We don't have – people don't drink it here. People drink Nat Light here.
I see Larry drinks that stuff, Stash.
Yeah.
Hello, Anthesa. Glad to see you stop in. What is it, like probably 2 in the afternoon on Saturday there? No, they're behind. So, yeah, 2 in the afternoon on Friday. You probably still at work. So, DC, how you doing? Never liked grunge at all. Really? Well, did you like any of our albums that we picked so far? We're trying to catch up here. Any deadheads in the house? Could be. We don't know yet. I'm trying to catch up here. Am I still way behind?
Yeah, take your time.
They're dog parking here, so. Bad Boys, The Who. But The Who's a great band. I mean, they just are. I think so. We're not too far. That's the last album. We're at number 4, right?
It's a-
Yeah, I mean, that's too far.
That's good.
Tommy's always good for them one line, them little pokes.
Oh, quick wit.
Who forgot the? All right, what do you got for 4?
Number 4, I have. This is a Homer thing. Dave Matthews Band, Before These Crowded Streets.
Uh-oh.
It was
There
their
you
4th
go,
album.
Tommy.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those. It's like you knew the band was going to stay doing good and keep going because a lot of bands kind of fizzle out. And it's one of their. I think it's their best album, and it's got Bella Fleck playing the banjo on it, Alanis Morissette singing backups, Tim Reynolds. It's just awesome from beginning to end.
And did she tour with him for a bit?
I think she went to some dates, but she didn't really tour the whole time. Bella Fleck went to a lot of I think maybe one whole tour. I saw him at least once.
She's one that you need her pissed off, and then she can write a couple good songs.
She has some pretty heavy stuff.
I definitely do, and that's a lot. Eric Clapton, a lot of stuff he did. Is sorrow, man, and he had some bad things happen with his kid dying.
Yeah, his kid dying.
Stuff earlier, the heroin and drunkenness and all that crap. So,
yeah.
But that was your 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 4 is Abbey Road, the Beatles, all the way through, backwards, frontwards, however you want to play it. It still sounds good.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I mean, it's just a great album, and that's it. That's it for them. They're done.
Yeah, it was a great one.
It's just a great album. I don't know what else to say. That they should have did one more album or one more tour, but they didn't. So that's the way it goes. Yeah, I see some Beatles right behind you, and Jimmy Page. So. The Stone Roses first album was pretty decent. Who's the Stone Roses?
They had a few good songs. I don't know if I listened to their whole album.
That's where my age difference is. If it's anything after 2005, I'm done. Some of these songs I think that are newer, like "If You Want to Destroy My Sweater," I think that's a '90s song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weezer, that was a great album. I really liked that album.
I didn't catch it until, later on down the road. So
yeah.
Manson was already nuts before that album. Absolutely he was.
Yeah.
That's the one that he thought that
he blamed it on the Beatles.
Talking to him through the walls. We're caught up on the chat.
Atlantis and Dave, they had a rumor that they were kind of pretty into each other during that album, making that album. So I think the wife told her to get away.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't scratch his back all up and all that crap like she
like she says in it. Yeah.
She's pretty wild.
Yeah.
When she's pissed, but she wrote a good song. So I say go back on the road with Dave and get pissed
She
off.
sings so good on the Spoon. On Spoon, not the Spoon.
The Doors are a big band to me, and they're an honorable mention. I did not put them on. I was going to put the Doors' first album, so they're in between that like 12 and 11 spot. They're an honorable mention. I forgot, but they're not. They didn't crack. My top 5 is solid in my head. I mean, it's my top 5. Nobody else. Same with Anthony's. I'm sure it's the same thing. So.
Yeah.
Pull the strings as I walk away. Yeah,
Weezer. A lot of people like Weezer.
I sang that in one of the videos I did. Going and picking up glass insulator.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the Tommy and Tracy's late night fella. He's the
Oh,
long story short.
yes.
We changed his
Figure
name.
name. Shoot.
We know he
Krillin. That's
Krillin.
it.
Same picture, different wording. So the same band, Gina, aren't they? So what are we at? The 3? Or we
Number
at the top
3.
3? The final 3.
The final 3 are all albums my parents had, and I just listened to them all the time. And so
you told me you
number
wanted
3,
to play Lawrence Welk.
say it again. No,
You better not do a poker on us.
they had Grease, but that's not one of them. Number 3 was the Beatles' White Album.
Great album. Great double album.
Yeah, I love Blackbird and Rocky Raccoon, and I don't know, the whole thing's great because it's, I got some slow poppy, and then they got some heavy with Helter Skelter. It's just it's almost like a greatest hits kind of deal in a weird way.
And Back in the USSR, the whole damn thing. I'm a Beatles, like
Dear Prudence.
I could beat people in trivia on that one. I mean,
I'm sure.
I'm just a Beatles nut. So
it was hard. It was hard to come with just 2 Beatles for me, and Pink Floyd and Zeppelin.
Yeah, it is. It's tough. That's why the next one it's going to piss off people because they got a lot of people have this as their number 1, and I think most critics have it as their number 1. It stayed on the charts for years. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
It's only got one part that I'll skip. But actually, when I was a kid, I'd hang off the bed, listen to like playing solitaire because it's an earphone. You got to listen to this in earphones because
it goes back and forth.
Everything, and then the alarm clocks go off and scare the living shit out of you.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about. You know it.
Yes,
I know it. And the people on YouTube know it. It's Dark Side of the Moon made number 3 for me. And now people are going to say, what do you mean? What do you mean that should be number 1? Well, it's not my number 1. So, but it's still, if I take it, it's going to be played. It's going to be worn out, but it's just not my number 1. I got 2 ahead of it. That's just the way it goes for me. So there you go. We got 2 left. And that 2 means 2 and 2 for me. I'm a little older. I need to refresh with another water. I need my water, as a Canadian said. I'm crazy to drink water again. So, Woodstock is still touring in California. Really? Original Woodstock. Well, there's a few. Is Joan Baez still out there playing?
I don't know.
I bet you she is. I don't think she's passed away. There's got to. Well, the Who still tours. Their final tour. Their final tour. There's 2 of them alive.
A lot of bands do that.
Santana's still alive. There's a lot. There's a lot of them left from Woodstock, actually. So, fantastic. That live album is fantastic. When we do live albums, we'll have to do 15 to 20 there too. So,
yep.
You like the content here? It is PG-13. It gets a little risque.
The chat definitely does.
It's not for your 6-year-old, that's for sure. What do you mean by that? I'll be right back. Anthony's going to entertain you with another great song from his repertoire. He's going to sing you "I'm Still Alive" by Pearl Jam. Hit it. Be right back.
Okay, computer. That was definitely an honorable mention. That's right up my alley. I've seen him two times. Pet Sounds, and it's a good one too. I kind of wanted some heavier stuff. Rolling Stones, yeah, they still tour. That's like when I started trying to play Yellow Ledbetter. It's funny because then you realize that Yellow Ledbetter is just stealing all of the the Jimi Hendrix chords because he has some famous chords that he always uses. And Yellow Ledbetter is just basically taking it all. It's kind of like when I studied Peter Frampton, Ooh Baby, I Love Your Way. And I was like, wait a minute, that's Blackbird. It's all and Blackbird's a very unique chord voicings. And in the middle of it, he's describing, he goes, yeah, I was listening to a lot of Blackbird at the time. So you can tell a lot of these groups are just stealing each other's stuff, and then just kind of putting it in a different order and slowing it up or speeding it up or slowing it down. I have a couple Santana. I like Santana a little bit better than Hendrix. I liked Hendrix, but I liked Stevie Ray Vaughan a lot. He was awesome.
Stevie Ray Vaughan is one monster guitar player. He liked the blues. You know who's really good for guitar players is that stinking dude from the Stray Cats, Brian Seltzer.
Yeah.
Jesus,
he's so clean.
Christmas, he's so good. Listen to him, any of his live albums, and oh my God, that dude can play. If you like guitar playing, that rockabilly sound, you gotta listen to him. You're great, and he's fast. Yeah. He don't do all that. He's just picking and flying on the guitar. So it's great.
The more I studied guitar, I was surprised that one of the best guitarists, and I hate to say it, is John Mayer. I don't really like his songs, but he is such a great guitarist.
Frampton comes alive. I seen Peter Frampton at the Stone Balloon at the University of Delaware before they tore it down, do that whole thing. And all I seen was his forehead the whole time. So you're packed in a place, in a bar, and he was there.
Huh. That's awesome.
Metallica played there because they wanted to play in every state, and that was before the Black Album. So their Master of the Puppets is out. They're filling arenas. They played at the Stone Balloon, right at the Main Street in Newark, Delaware.
Yeah.
So there's Holly. She likes Blackbird.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Hendrix, good. They're all good. Great guitar players. We're almost called up. Two. Everyone is influenced by someone. Yeah, always. Absolutely. That's through comedy and everything you do.
Wasn't there a rumor? I'm pretty sure that Paul McCartney used to sneak into Pink Floyd concerts because he loved Pink Floyd so much, and he would dress in disguise so no one would know him.
Well, they both played at Abbey Road when they did Sgt. Pepper's. Pink Floyd did the Pipers at the Gate of Dawn. So that's Sid in the Sid days. Their
Sid Barrett.
But Jim Morrison loved Pink Floyd too.
Yeah.
He does.
Jim Morrison, if you ever read his poetry, he was almost better at writing than he was at singing. He was so good.
He's still good, but he is. Yeah, everybody. Yep, you're right. There's Abington Paul. What's up, Ab? What's up,
Tim
Paul?
Reynolds, Santana, and Dave together. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, wow. I would have been in trouble trying to record it.
A lot of music. Hey, Danielle. A lot of musicians like Dave Matthews. That's kind of like in the 70s, or in the late 60s and 70s. A lot of them like Bob Dylan. For some, and I'm not a Bob Dylan fan at all, but
me neither.
People that copy his songs, I always think they sound good.
Well, Dave mixed jazz and rock and bluegrass all together.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Is he in the top 2 albums in our minds of all time? You'll have to just wait. So, and the Pixies, Santana. I seen Santana in '81 in JFK in Philly.
Wow.
On the Who's first farewell tour. So the Clash, the Hooters, and
Clash was awesome.
And Santana. So that's what I've seen at JFK back in the day. 81, no, 82. It was 82 because Space Dancers came out for the Who. So they were calling it quits for the first time.
I think they all snorted coke.
Jim Morrison poetry is awesome. So Misha likes Jim Morrison stuff. Bruce Springsteen. Did you? Who did? No, I thought Wendy did.
That's cool.
Somebody did. So Springsteen needs to give half his money away the way he's become the social warrior now that he thinks he is. So, okay, well, you've got $50 billion. Give half of it away. You want to be Mr. Nice, Mr. Running your mouth all the time now. I get sick of them when they start getting into politics.
Me too.
Yeah.
My buddy went backstage. My buddy was a huge 311 fan, and he went backstage, had VIP tickets, and all he wanted to do was talk about politics. He's like, why are we talking about politics?
I know. I would have said, look, dude, you don't need quite keep $1 million for yourself and give all the rest to March of Dimes. See how quickly he does it. They don't give a shit. They're full of shit. Who's your number two?
Number two for me is Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Ooh.
I played it over and over and over again. I got to high school. I got to middle school, and I would ask people about Pink Floyd, and they're like, Pink Floyd, what's that? I'm like, you don't know Pink Floyd? I thought everybody did. I was lucky. My parents had great taste in music.
So you used 2 Beatle albums already, right? The White Album. Did you do Abbey Road?
Magical Mystery Tour. It was between
Tragical History Tour and what's okay. That's the Rutles. Yeah. The Rutles did the Tragical History Tour. You ever see that movie? That's Monty Python doing the Beatles.
I love Monty Python.
Well, George Harrison's in the movie. I think he had something to do with making it. So
Pink Floyd, a lot of that money went. I think a lot of Monty Python stuff came from Pink Floyd money. They love Monty Python.
So I like them a lot too. Their movies just, but I'm silly and strange. So that's why kind of that humor they had with a couple of their first Life of Brian and Jabberwocky and the one the King Arthur movie. The Holy Grail. I love that movie.
Holy Grail. My 13-year-old nephew watched it. He loved it. I'm like, yes.
All right, here's my number 2. Led Zeppelin 2. Love it. I do. I mean that whole Ramble On,
Whole Lot of Love,
everything.
It's great.
I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan. They're in my top 5 bands.
Yep,
they're there.
It would have been on there, but I couldn't fit them.
What's that?
Actually, that one and Graffiti. I couldn't.
Big albums, man.
Yep.
For me, anyway. I
me
like
too. Led Zeppelin and Beatles and Pink Floyd are hard for me. I like too many of their albums.
Yeah, I got the Who. The Who, another honorable mention I could throw easily is Quadrophenia, and that whole album. That again is a great album. I mean, nobody said anything, but I don't think a lot of people are big.
The Who's underrated, honestly. I don't know why.
Well,
they didn't get a lot of as much radio play. I don't think
they didn't for a long time there, but I think they've got a few songs that they won't play anymore. Like, from that one, because it says girls are 16, she's sexually known. They can't play that one anymore. What the hell's the damn song called? They played it all through the 80s and stuff. It's
I forget.
Why should I care? Why should I care? God darn it! I can't think of someone else to say it, and I'll miss it. But there's a few songs that if they got a lyric now, the people are starting to Nazify everything and say, "Well, you can't play that anymore." Okay, come on now, really. It's been played for years. Guys in Pink Floyd. Because man, it's like groovy, dude. It's like groovy stuff.
David Gilmour is just
You know,
awesome.
it's that sound. It's that whole organs in the background. Richard Wright. It's just
Yep.
something that's in your head. It's cool. I don't know what to say. It's just
Yeah,
cool, like Grody, CCR, Bad Moon Rising. They're just songs, though. CCR, I don't. Could it be my number one album? Stay tuned. Could it be Anthony's? I'll be shocked.
No. No.
Who doesn't know Pink Floyd The Wall? That's a great album. Pink Floyd The Wall is fantastic, but does it make my 50?
It's
Yeah.
not my favorite.
It'll make my 50. It'll be down in the 40s somewhere, but I think it's great.
It's a great album.
Their albums, there's going to be a bunch of Beatles in there. There's going to be other than Nirvana would be in there. There's other bands would be in there. I'm thinking Oingo Boingo. I had them rated 50, but they didn't make it up this high. So love Led Zeppelin too. There we go. And that bump. Led Zeppelin 2 is a great album. I like it a lot. I had Dark Side of the Moon. DC, I've had Dark Side of the Moon.
I think I have it on every
time I do a clean out, it's either in CD or it's an album. So
the 8-track, it's worth some money still. You've got
really?
The sticker's still good on it.
I want the reel to reel. That's what I want.
That would be awesome.
Yes, Zeppelin. There you go. There you go. Barry Poppins agrees. What do we got for sarcastic? Back in the 70s. All right, Anthony, you want to go first or me?
I'll go first. It's your show. And this was just because, like I said, my parents had this album, so I listened to it over and over again, and it was Led Zeppelin 4, and mainly because it's not as much Stairway to Heaven. The solo on it's just awesome, but Going to California, When the Levee Breaks, Rock and Roll, Black Dog,
all the way through. Another great album.
All the way through.
Don't some people call that Zozo or
Zozo,
something
yeah,
something like that. Well,
it was hard because like Physical Graffiti, Led Zeppelin 2 they're right there, but for me, I listened to that one so much as a kid. It was so much of an influence to me.
All the albums that I've said I have an album for them, except like Back in Black. I was going to pull them up like that, but I didn't put them together.
I've got a few of them out.
I did not, but they're back in the vault. There, they are there, ready for the day I put.
I think I've got every one of them I put on here except Dave Matthews Band.
Have you been hiking anywhere cool lately?
You do, aren't you?
I am not going to start hiking until a couple more weeks, and God help me. I want to do it because I love it, and I got to drop some weight. I'm getting a little porky here, so
it's a great exercise.
But it's going to be Adirondacks. I can't wait. It's a great place to hike. That place you was at, that Cumberland Falls in Kentucky. I think that's what she said it was. That looked like a cool hiking place. They were jumping in the water and stuff, so that's cool. Meatloaf did not make my list one day.
They copied
I'm not that Meatloaf, that whole album. That was like the 8th grade dance songs, when you first started slow dancing, and you just see my first slow dance.
It was the makeout
before laughing at me because I kind of did that when you're supposed to stand and kind of like be together. I think I was more like humped back with the butt, so they kind of said, "Who the hell taught this guy how?" I didn't know. I was nervous. So that's just the way it goes. But Meatloaf was like, "I want you, I need you."
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They didn't make my number one. Meatloaf, great album. That dude died that wrote that. That was his co-partner or whatever. He just died like a few days ago or something.
I didn't know that.
So, excellent number one from Gina. She likes your pick as Zeppelin. But my number one is without doubt, hands down, a Harry pick. And not everybody's going to say, yeah, but some of the older people are going to say, great pick. And it's the one that changes everything. It's Sergeant Pepper's
Peppers.
Lonely Hearts Club Band.
I knew it.
Beatles. They're going to be. I'm sorry, I'm biased. I'm a huge Beatles
It's great.
fan. That album is just fantastic. It opens. Paul's dead. You look for the clues, and
Yep.
you got a little mustache. You cutouts in there but it changed music. See, it's a studio. You can only do it in the studio unless you go out with an orchestra. It's a fantastic album.
Yeah.
And it's 1967. It blows everybody away. When that album comes out, the Beach Boys just made Pet Sounds. It's a great album. I thought about putting that on here.
Yeah, it was close for me too.
But they said, Jesus, man, what just happened there? That made Brian Wilson, I think, go nuts. He did Good Vibrations on that Smile, and then they were done. He couldn't compete with them. It just made his brain fry. So, Physical
Right.
Graffiti, that's a great one. She likes Physical
I
Graffiti.
love Cashmere too.
I do too. Black Dog is one of my favorites for the Aqua Girl. Hubby loves Stairway. Stairway, they took off of Spirit, by the way.
Yes, they did. And that was their opening band, so it wasn't like they
Mm-hmm.
even I mean, well, even Bonzo, his drum setup was Spirit's drummers.
Yeah,
setup.
Spirit was one of those bands that were here, and they just did not
Disappeared.
get to here.
Yep.
And they were an American band, too. I'm pretty
They were
sure.
great. I have
I
one
had the
album.
7 Dreams of Dr. Whatever. I got off a friend, and it's a cool album. And I remember playing it, and it's like 1968 or 69, but they're kind of pushing the envelope. They definitely were in the mushrooms. There's no doubt about that. So cool dances. Oh my God, no feeling like that. Which actually a thrill. There you go. There you go.
Well, thanks. Yeah, the Stairway to Heaven guitar solo is probably one of the best ever.
Oh, Jimmy Page. Look at the people that come out of that band. The Yardbirds, and he's the last. That's the Yardbirds of Zeppelin. That's
Yeah.
he's the last one. So they couldn't finish the tour, so he gets a band together to finish the Yardbirds tour, and that's how it all starts. And then they become the legend they are today. So
It's crazy how it worked.
Sgt. Pepper's is a good album. A lot of albums are good. Everybody has their own.
It was definitely an honorable mention. It would have been in there, but Magical Mystery Tour is just a little bit better for me. It was a toss-up.
That movie's bizarre, but I remember when I finally got this, I knew it was out there. It got banned and shelved, and Channel 12 PBS finally got it. And when I got to see it, I said, I waited all this time for that, man.
That?
Way over my head. But you listened to it because you knew the songs. And it's kind of freaky to this day to watch it. But it was a Paul thing, and you could tell they were into mushrooms. There's definitely
Yeah.
they were into psychedelics. So, but that's our top 15 albums according to Harry Humstone and Anthony, the Blue State Picker. So I don't know where you guys got your things on there, and some of you probably say, "Come on now, really?" But we're biased, and it's what we like. That's why we do our thing. And some of these, we were close on a few.
Yeah.
But
The ones we had two of, we were saying Pink Floyd, Zeppelin, and Beatles.
Yeah, I had two. Yeah, I had two of each. Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti, Led Zeppelin. House of Holy could have made it. Zeppelin 3 could have made it.
I
There's
love
so
Zeppelin
much
too,
of this.
but House of Holy is just
I didn't go to the musical in that movie. The Bee Gees and Peter Frampton put together. In my book, blows. But I'm not sure what what the musical was. You're such a lovely audience, Harry. Wants to take. Thank you. It's a great album. I mean, listen to that song when it comes out, and it's 1967. You get to hear that, and then them guitars come in, and you're going, "Oh shit, this is the Beatles." You know what else is an honorable mention? Could have been as Disraeli Gears from Cream. I did not put Cream on here. I should have did a 20 because they would have ended up somewhere. Cream is another fantastic band. Wheels of Fire, lots of good stuff. Sgt. Pepper was recorded on 4-track tape.
yeah. Everybody else put their number one in. Let's see who's number
So
one.
what's your number one, Bill Stoner? What's yours, Jennifer Hayes? And Aqua Girl, what's yours? I made Jennifer Hayes laugh twice. One of us did, or someone in the chat, and that's laughter is a great thing. So,
Absolutely.
what do you got, Keelan? I think she already put Gina put one of hers.
Tool Lateralist was a good one.
Her parents took her to it. Wow. So Tool. There you go. So Gina's she's in the heavier stuff. That's cool. What do you got? Fun listening show. Gotta head out.
See you, Jen.
And thanks for coming in. Oh my, you missed the whole list. You got time to put your number one of album of all time. All time. Sell Vintage Patches and Beatles.
All my honorable mentions were
Look at that.
stuff that you had. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, but Cream could have easily. They should have been there somewhere to just 15.
It's tough.
It is.
We started with, we were going to do 10, but
because we didn't
found out real fast that was going to be
I had
hard.
to change that real quick. I had too much. And then I said, you know what? If I put a best of in here, it's going to ruin everything because there'll be too many best ofs. So I said, keep out the lives and the best ofs.
I'm just glad no one said the Eagles.
I'll throw the Eagles on a top 50 album. There's
Yeah.
a list. They're a good band. So
They're a good band, but I don't know how they
apologize over picking a number one album for at least a month.
Yeah, it was kind of hard.
Laughter's good. It is. I cannot pick a number one. Oh, I could. When they used to do, when I was a kid, the Philly would always do the Memorial Day thing, and they'd always have the Beatles would make, and Pink Floyd would always be the number one album, Dark Side of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon is great to me, but it's not Sgt. Pepper, and that's just it isn't to me. It's still great. It's number 3 on mine. So, what's up, Tattoo Toy Hunter? I'm ready to go tomorrow. I hope I got a dude that says he's 40 years old. He's got an attic full of toys, and he's supposed to unload to moi. We'll see.
Nice.
You can have them. Let me get up there. And he's got an older brother. So bang, bang. I'm hoping there's some Power Grayskull.
Yeah. I went to one last year, and guy had so much, and I was getting ready to grab all the He-Man, and he goes, "Oh, I just sold this on Marketplace." I'm like, and it was
what you sell it for? Because I'm gonna.
That's what I told him. I go, "I'll give you $150." And he's like, you could tell he sold it for less. I'm like, dang, because I mean, he had everything. He had like 5 Thundercat or 5 of those cats.
Mr. Popzilla's got Led Zeppelin 4 as his number one.
Beatles White Album.
So, White Album for Holly. The Animals, old school but fabulous.
Beach Boys, Pet Sounds. Yeah.
In this dirty old part of the city. That's the Animals, the House of the Rising Sun, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't have a favorite. It is tough. Eagles not top 10, but good band. Yeah, the Eagles made a lot of good music though.
I just don't see them as rock. They almost like
Zeppelin 4
country.
for Sarcastic. You got 2 votes right there. Beach Boys, Pet Sounds for Barry Poppins. Great album.
It's a great album.
It's like the Lou Rawls. Lou Rawls. One day Lou sold it. Lou Rawls got that deep that voice though. Can't do that voice on Lou Rawls. Parker Harum was awesome. They are absolutely awesome, and I've got 2 of their albums. I got the first one, and I got Live with the Edmonton Symphony. That could make one of my live albums, so stay tuned. Great album. Check it out. Then you have One Day to Do with them, and they got that orchestra, and they did Conquistador, and that's a great song. And Salty Dog. Metallic Black. So DC says they made my list. Did they make your Metallica?
Yep, number 13 for me.
We were one apart on that one. And AC/DC.
Yep.
Theme from Gilligan's Island. Love that theme. Just sit back and we'll hear a tale. That's funny.
Theme from Gilligan's Island.
To party sometime. Where is Gina?
Eagles folk rock.
Where is Gina? State is Gina from?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So that was the top 15 list. And some people have put in their top. A lot of people can't pick it. We picked it. That's why we are the experts, and we have you guys coming.
People are going to type in the top rock albums of all time. They're going to see us and be like, these guys are terrible. What are they talking about? 2
bald guys are sitting there talking about stuff that they should be talking about Lawrence Welk. Tonight we have Johnny and his polka Gazette, and let's get ready to start the show with a dance off. How you really need it?
I will, Gina. AC/DC Back in Black for Mr. Popzilla.
Back in Black. He picked twice. That's 2 times. He picked 4 too. Led Zeppelin 4.
Oh, yeah.
So I claim no place, but I'm stuck in Kansas. Oh wow.
Oh, Kansas.
Oh wow. Really?
I'm Missouri, so we hate Kansas.
I don't know much about that's Nebraska and Kansas. They're flat. And when I think of them, I think of hail this big and tornadoes scaring the hell out of them. So I might be wrong.
And super hot in the summer. It's like the worst place ever lived.
They've got towns there that are like built in the 50s and 60s, but the houses, if you walk in, that's what I want to do. The kitchen's the same. The bathrooms are still the same. It's all that vintage stuff, and that's me. I want that stinking yellow toilet and the yellow tub, and then the pink one in the next room with the black border and that wall oven. I want it. Nothing changed. I want the Formica countertop.
Yep. You'd love St. Joe.
Oh, I
St. Joe, Missouri.
Constantly on Zillow and come in and look at all the houses. You get them cheap too, big ones.
I'm staying up there in a couple. My sister lives in St. Joe, and I'm going to go up there in a couple of weeks. And there's a mansion you can stay in, but I can't take my pets. So you can smoke cigarettes, but you can't have a dog in it.
Pony Express started in St. Joe, Missouri. St. Joseph, Missouri. So what's the deal there? Is there jobs? Is it a dying town or?
It's not really a hugely growing town, that's for sure.
Well, it's a big town, though. It's got a lot of old houses. I know Victorians and a
lot of Victorian houses.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yep. I gotta admit, Nebraska's worse than Kansas. If you ever drive across Nebraska, it's worse than Kansas. Ugh, it's terrible. And all you do is smell cow shit everywhere.
Where's that at?
Nebraska.
See, that doesn't.
Whole
I
state.
grew up around that, and we got and if you go into Pennsylvania in one area, it's all the mushroom farms. That's worse.
Hmm.
Chicken shit's the worst, then the mushroom farms and sod farms, and then cow crap. That's like country air to me, man. No
Well,
big
my
deal
grandpa
at
was
all.
a cattle farmer, but those big industrial cattle, I mean, it's just mixed with silage. Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, it probably does because it's hot and you got that stale air going around. So
I went to Missouri Western for a year and a half. St. Joe is awful. It was so cold. Oh, God. Because you get this cold, the wind just runs through Kansas, no trees, flat, and it hits the Missouri River. It's freezing cold in the winter, and then you're on top of hills in St. Joe. You'd be walking to class just,
hold
it
on.
was terrible.
So, Missouri Western stuff, people.
Yeah.
St. Joe sucks. Really? She didn't like St. Joe's.
It was cold. I didn't particularly like it.
Yeah, Bill Stoner's been on. I think he's starting to put out a lot of content again. He's worth watching. Check out Bill. He's a reseller, and he likes the antiques like me. He likes that stuff behind him.
That
So
tree is awesome.
he's been in. Oh yeah, I sold one of them one time for my father. He had in his attic. But Bill was on one of my shows when probably a year ago or 2 years ago. He was a guest where he popped. Well, one a guest. It's when I used to just pop in. We'll do it again. Get them 4 bangers going and all that stuff. Chicken farms are bad. Then pig farms. I grew up in the country. Yes, I had them all around me too. So.
Yeah, pig farms. Oh God. At least they're somewhat small. Cattle farms are so big.
Oh, in the Midwest?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got monsters out there, but that's that's cow country.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do one more 2 and 2 because I'm gonna get a quick one, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So hang out a little bit for open chat. You hanging out?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out a little longer.
All right. And then I'm gonna call tonight because I can get my sleep so I can get out there in the yard sale.
Same. There's some community sales this tomorrow. I'm excited.
Yeah, we got a lot. I'll be right back.
Yeah, pig farms, especially when they have it on the south side of their house in the August. It's warm wind blowing. Oh, can't imagine. I'm glad my grandpa was a cattle farmer. They were out in a big field, so you never smelt it. Minnesota would be great in the summer. All the lakes. That's one thing I love about South Missouri. We're close to Arkansas. Arkansas is gorgeous, and they call it the natural state, and it's really is natural. But the rivers are so awesome, and in Southern Missouri has all these great lakes. So, kayaking and fishing, you're in heaven. That's you in that picture, huh? That's cool. Yeah, those trees were awesome. They go for unbelievable money. Smell like money. Yeah. My grandpa, he was good at it. If you know what you're doing, he used to get so excited in spring when the calves, you go counting calves. That was so much fun. Counting calves with grandpa. Oh. He'd let me drive the tractor at 7 years old. Of course, just steering it. Man, those are the days.
Those were the days. This is
Grandpa.
I'm really scraping the bottom.
The minis.
Yeah. They didn't have something's going on with our distributors in our area, and according to that store, and they said there's no Miller Lite or Coors Light coming in. And this is what they had left. I think they dug it off the floor because it's old.
So you do chewing gum because of cigarettes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it loud?
No, I was just thinking because I did Altoids. When I stopped smoking cigarettes, I chewed on Altoids all the time.
I've been chewing gum for 20. What I stopped in 2001 smoking and
Yeah.
chewed gum. Let me tell you something. My wife did the best thing when she said, think of the money you could have to spend on your hobbies instead of cigarettes. Now cigarettes are like, what are they, $10 a pack?
I don't know. I bet it's
Crazy.
ridiculous.
And I
stopped in,
drank weak beer, so
I stopped in 2007.
I never drank any. I don't fall down drunk anymore. I quit that in the 90s,
Yeah.
early 90s, and being silly. There's a point where I'm still silly, but I'm talking about that other type of silly.
Yeah, I used to be that same way.
I mean, there's a time where you just can't do it anymore.
Yep. You just wake up too many times, just where you waste the whole day the next day, and it's like
the stories are there, and you lived it, and it's over, and it's over.
Yeah. I remember one year the Cardinals won the World Series, and the next day I couldn't even celebrate because I drank so many shots of what was that Red Bull and Jägermeister. Oh
God, I did
worst combo ever. Was it flu shots or they call it Jaeger bombs?
Just subbed you, dude. In Minnesota, summer's coming. They've got a lot of cool old towns here. One thing about Minnesota, though, is get out of the cities and their politics, and then get out. And everybody's fantastic, and you got lakes all over. It's just beautiful, like Michigan, and
yeah,
that's what I would like to see. The beginning of the Mississippi River and all that stuff. After the cold, you get to enjoy a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff going on there.
Bill Stoner said he still has that tree. Wow.
The old
yeah
jobber. My buddy down at Glass House, Greg, has all that stuff, and it spins, and he's got the spinning wheel on it and all that.
He's the one that has all the Halloween stuff, right?
He that's his big collection. That's what he thrives for. He's got a hell of a collection. So we'll do something next Halloween on his collection, me and him.
Yeah, you ought to. I saw it one time. He was going through some of his stuff in his house.
Well, he's getting a lot more. He's probably added a case. He's going to run out of his room.
He needs another house for his collection.
Salvation Army spent $104. See, Salvation Army in my area, that's not good stuff. It's in the city.
The Goodwills here are, I don't know what's happened, but they don't. I mean, it's terrible now.
Eureka Springs is a cool town, isn't it?
Yes. That's where Babe Ruth used to go before the season started, and he would go and do the hot baths. And he started getting a little too drunk and having too much fun. And that's when they started spring training because they knew the guys were going down there and they were, going to Arkansas. So there was no press there. So they would do some great stories, and they wanted to control them. And so they started doing spring training. So then they couldn't do it.
Well, that was naughty then. And now it would probably be considered just normal or mild compared to what these clowns are doing. So who knows?
Missouri's beautiful. It really is. I'm lucky to live. It's Ozarks are awesome.
Got a ton of old like Victorian towns. That's all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
Gina, thank you for coming in and hanging out. We'll do more rock and roll down the future. Maybe we'll do a trivia one too to see what they could come up with. Give out something.
Yeah,
we're both over 1,000. I got some.
I've got plenty of things to give away.
Salts or something like that.
I've got some Mahomes cards somewhere.
Whistle the whole.
Where's my pants?
Trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm glad
I stopped smoking.
Knew where my pants were. I stopped smoking in '98.
Yeah, my grandpa chewed gum the rest of his life after he quit smoking
I
cigarettes.
probably will too.
He always had. What do you chew? He had Wrigley's big cinnamon, that cinnamon one, but it's a big red, and I tried it. And he had juicy fruit. Always had packs. He'd always be giving them out too.
Yeah, it's smoking is. If you would have said I was going to stop smoking, I'd have said you're crazy. Because in the '90s there would be 2 of these beer bottles, and at the end of the night, 2 cigarettes in the hand going.
Me too.
So that was crazy.
I smoked. I think it was 25 cigarettes a day, pretty much every day.
Oh, I was packing
years.
And in a night, Friday night, there'd be a pack. My hangovers were from cigarettes.
Me too.
Cigarette hanger, because I was.
People didn't realize how the cigarettes were made it so much worse.
Yeah,
Best decision ever. Yeah, it
I
sucked
see
the energy out of your
buying
body.
them in the morning when I go to work. They'll have a cup of coffee and pack of cigarettes. 11:25. I'm going, holy nipples! I could have just bought a sub, potato chips. I could have had my lunch, and then a donut.
when I first stopped smoking cigarettes, though, I switched it to drinking Starbucks coffee in the morning, so I ended up spending the same amount of money at the beginning. I don't drink that anymore.
At least you weren't. I put the patch on, and I stopped.
Yeah,
right there. The day I put the patch on, never smoked again. So
yeah,
it was.
I had a nephew coming on the way, and so that's what got me to think about it for the first time. Like, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should be an uncle.
Well, you work out all the time now.
Yeah.
Too.
Then, well, I did work out a little bit back then, but I definitely work out way more because I have energy. Cigarettes just suck the energy out of my body.
And that's a big thing. Other thing my brother did, I picked up and he would stop. And then he would do this, and then I'd pick that up and he was done. And I'm going, what happened? I thought you were the smoker. I'm the smoker, and you're not smoking. What a wonderful chat. Have a great. Hey,
thanks, Barbara.
Barbara. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks for chatting.
Thanks for hanging out. We do top 10s and whatever. A lot of antique stuff too. That's coming down the road. I like talk about what we pick up stuff. Check out my videos.
So do you have one lead for tomorrow? It's the toys.
I have no. He's not going to be home. He just says he's moved into his father's house, and he says, "Don't you?" He just threw out all his stuff when he moved out of his place to come down. Stuff he didn't want to take. Perfect for a yard sale, but he doesn't want to do one. So I says, "You getting that house?" He says, "My attic's full of our childhood stuff." I said, "Don't throw that out." Says you can have it. So we'll see. I've heard that before and never amounted to anything. So
many people just
never thought I would quit. And yep, cold turkey. I've seen. There was a person I person I hung out with. She said, "If you can do it, I can do it." And she quit right after I quit. So both of us quit. She never came back. Smoked again to this day too. So there was 2 of us that quit.
I had an ex-girlfriend's father that I would go smoke cigarettes with him out in his garage. And I came home one day to hang out with him. I was like, "You want to go out the garage?" He goes, "Quit." And I was like, "Oh, ha, ha, ha." And he goes, "No, I quit." I'm like, "You're kidding, you?" And he had there was a contest at work, and you put in money, and whoever was the last one got to keep the money. And he's like, "That's just what I needed, some competition." And then I stuck.
Oh,
and he still hasn't smoked.
That's what I need to get in one of those weight losing contests because I'm good at that. But I haven't been motivated in like 2 years. I want to drop that quick 30. As you can tell, I'm getting a little slower up the driveway.
Well, we all
need to move up there.
It's easy to gain weight.
So
just try to eat more live stuff. I love broccoli. It's just like buying it,
I like the broccoli too, but then the macaroni's next to it, and I have 6 helpings. So that's where it goes. I hate the broccoli though. So, what are you gonna do? now I get to eat this. I,
Are you
I
gonna try that
got-
tonight, or you know,
I-
wait?
no, I'm gonna. She took off. I'm gonna make sure.
Oh, okay. That's
Right.
right.
I'm gonna text Midwest Dave and I'll say, let me come in. I'll say, you got anything to eat? Because he's in that process of moving, so he's been
That's right.
doing too much. So I'm say, when you're ready to do I'll come in for a few and we'll try this and I'll send
Same
that
time.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
because she sent him. Noel sent him a lot of things. You guys don't know Noel. If you're up late, she's West Coast, so check her out. She's just a very cool.
She's unique. I like her.
She'll do some things for you too. She'll send stuff to you. She's a good reseller too.
She's
so.
really good.
Tough
She knows a lot because she's done a
woman,
lot of things in her life. She's had some cool jobs.
She's cool. She gets in with the chats and people come in and she's worth watching. So you get a chance, check her out. I'm telling you, she's cool. So cut out the bread. We'll drop the man. I did that Atkins watered down version of that one time, and that did eating bacon and just meat and cut out all the carbs. My best one worked for me was Weight Watchers, and I did the PX90, and I got in great shape, but then I got tendonitis because I'm old. So you start getting that, and then you worked out so bad that you didn't want to change it, and that's what I liked. I liked what I was doing. You could do the pull-ups, push-ups.
Yep. There's my pull-up bar. You can see it. Yeah. I have it in my room, so I don't have any excuses.
You get tendonitis, you ain't doing pull-ups. You're not doing push-ups. It's right in the elbow. And what happened? It lasts for a year. That one did, and one day it just was gone. So it's from whatever happens, it happens. I don't know how you get it, but it stinks.
You know, I found the best way to lose, like to exercise that I think is fun and easiest on your body is riding a bike. That
seat hurts my butt. I got to get one of the big old fat seats or put that butt butter on. That's what it's called.
Yeah, the seats are a problem.
Yeah, I call them Cape May Cruisers because Jersey get these big bikes and the big fat. I want that.
Remember the banana?
Fat. I need the cushion because my butt's flat and it's going to hit the bone. So the bars that are just, I don't want any gears. I want one speed and just ride that thing. And
when I was a kid, that's all I did. Ride a bike.
Yeah.
Throw a baseball against the wall.
Did all that.
Hit it. One of my favorite things to do when I was a kid was I lived out in the country, so I'd throw rocks up, have a wiffle ball bat, pop, just pop. And I remember my coach was like, "No one can hit." He played minor leagues, and he goes, "No one could ever hit my high fastball. You hit the high fastball. How do you do it?" It's because I threw that rock up, and I was always up here, and so I could always hit that high fastball.
Yeah. Lost 100 pounds 4 years ago. Counting calories, right?
Counting calories is the way to go. Weight Watchers
I lost 50. I was doing the 1,500 a day calories, and I was in the zone. And once I get in that, and it lasted over a year, and then that tendonitis hit, and just life hit. I mean, I got 3 kids, and life hits, and I got out of I was a power plant operator that worked every weekend, so there was no time to relax and have a few beers. It was you only had that weekend off, and that weekend was doing something else. So,
well, hiking,
100 pounds is awesome.
Hiking is a really good one because
oh god, I love that.
Because when you're having to steady yourself from the side to side, you're using muscles and things that you don't normally use any other time, and so it's a really great activity.
If you're hiking and you're really hiking and you're going up hills like or 3
or even down
feet and stuff, down kills me. Going back down, that's where your ankles start hurting. But you're going, take them poles or whatever. Make sure you got good shoes. You fall, it hurts, and I've seen my wife go down. I went down. Glass House Greg's wife went down. You go down, you hit hard, and there's
Hard.
rocks and there's boulders, man. You get hurt.
There's
easy.
great hiking around here, especially in northern Arkansas. Oh man, I mean, big, huge bluffs. It's good stuff around here.
What's fun? I need a seat on the post. What's that? For exercising or not sure? You have to. Not sure what that is.
Water aerobics would be a good one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But sandy, 100 pounds, and walking and counting calories. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, walking is it's so underrated. 30 minutes of straight walking. If you're keeping your calories low, that's all you need.
I walk 7 miles a day at my job. But I got steel toe on. It's concrete floor. It's taking its toll, man. I'm hurting, man.
Bet.
I'm hurting when I leave.
When I was a server, you'd walk about 8 miles every shift, every 4 hours.
I just want to. Well, I got so many years left, and then I'm done anyway. But you want to lose. Everybody wants to do that 30 and 25. It's tough, and the older you get, it's tougher, and it just is. So, oh, the bike hurts your butt. You're right. Man, I come off them bikes, I'm going, woo, ooh.
It takes a while. Yeah, you have to ride 2 or 3 times to kind of
get on it and you go. But you get older, all of a sudden you're riding a couple months, you go, God darn, my butt cheeks are hurting, man. What's going on here? I want that old fat one.
That'd be a good invention, an actual good seat for a bike.
She's scared. Well, you're in Alabama, right? So, well, you got, is that the swamp paper? She's using it. She used to say, Harry, you better not be saying Yeti.
There's always sightings in Arkansas.
What's that? Oh, down Bigfoot down there?
Yeah, but there's lots of bears too down there. So,
see, that's what happens. You get down south and you hike. If you go to Smoky Mountains and all those places, you've got a better chance of seeing the black bears than you do up in the Adirondacks. Now, when I go up there this year, I'll probably see one of them damn things. I'm going to freak if I see a bear. I'm taking bear spray. I'm not. I don't want them things will rip you apart, man.
Bears are they're like the ultimate. They can climb, swim, and run 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, but most of the people that hike, they live in those areas. They're not afraid of them at all. They do, get out of here. That's like when 100 out of 101 times they're going to take off. So they do it. You're trying to lose 39. You're a young man. You're fine.
White thing.
He's a big young man. You're fine, Philly. Worry about that when you hit about 40.
Yeah, wait till it's hard to take off.
White thing. Yeah, there you go. Alabama. Alabama's got a big lake there. I know that because one of my guys I work with goes down there. His sister lives down there.
I'll tell you what.
He's got that show on Small Town that where they fix up all the houses.
One of my regulars, I guess you can hunt bear in Kansas. I don't remember where they got it, but he gave me a bear roast once and told me how to prepare it. It was the best roast I've ever had. It was amazing.
I couldn't. I would rather just yell at them and tell them to beat it or shoot them if they were attacking me. But
it's one of those things that they have they have a hunting season because there's just too many of them in some areas.
And they do because you're right. Because they're in New Jersey now too.
Really,
the black bears have came all the way down to South Jersey, so they were always in North Jersey. But I'm in Alabama. Barry Poppins is down there too.
There's Danica. She missed all this fun.
If somebody I would like to go see is go up. If I could pop in and Canada ever opens their country again, I hope they kick their premier out. That's what if they do anything, kick your premier out. I want to go up and see my man Scotty and
Yeah,
Chris.
Scotty's cool.
Yeah, they're fun. He when I watch this channel, he's an antique guy. I said these are the guys I like to watch. Just like over the years, Tim.
Yeah.
Just cool. Black bears are cute. They are, but just keep them over that way. Brown bears are scary. That's the grizzlies. They're scared the hell out of me. So 6'6", 290. Are you 6'6", you big son of a gun? Could be a rat. You could be a goddamn Eagles lineman too.
Yeah.
Are you 6 Philly? Good God, Paul. You're a big man. Big man means food. You need a lot of food for that furnace. But 290 for 6'6", and you know, every time I watch your lives, you don't look like you're heavy. You just look like a big man. I didn't know you were 6'6", though. Holy smokes! I'm getting you a big. We're gonna have to pack his refrigerator. 3,000 subs. He's probably gonna hold me. Oh man, I didn't know. Lady Luck, we had the old 15 albums of all time. You guys don't know Danica. Danica's one of the coolest chicks, and she's funnier than hell. Watch some of her videos.
She is hilarious.
She's funny. And she just is. So, a joy to watch, I think, anyway. We'll call it the joy to watch. So, watch Danica. She's cool. So.
Yeah, I need to make I'm making an antique, my antique mall video booth for this weekend. I've been meaning to do that for a while, but I'm gonna do like the best things that sold for the price last year and the best month what sold.
Is your booth as big as Scotty's? Did you ever see his?
I've watched his stuff. I haven't seen his booth for some reason.
He's got a huge one. I mean,
mine's
looks good size.
It's not terribly big. It's like 15 by.
That's big.
15 by 7, I think.
They give you closets in the malls down here. That's why I never did it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're closets. It's right. Paul, I think
I'm lucky.
A 24-hour driver. So he did one of those all-night things. I'd like to try like a 10-hour live one time. It's coming in the future, but I'm not doing 24-hour. No way. I can't do it. I just can't physically do it. I have weight.
Hey, Paul. How's it going? Flipping sports guy.
That's pretty good, Phil. You got a good metabolism, and I don't think or you're one of those guys that can eat everything but your chairs and still gain and still be the same weight. Some people just have it, and it's a metabolism thing. So,
my puppy's begging me to pet
oh,
her.
easy kill. Nah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that to the bars. I used to do the hunting thing and stuff, but I just can't do it. I don't knock it or anything like that. I just can't do it. So, friends are being made, and that's always good. I agree.
His booth is 20 by 30. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah. Anthony's? I mean,
Scotty, yeah.
Scotty's, oh, absolutely. He's got that huge thing. 6'6", got it from, get out of town in Chernobyl. I see Chernobyl's wildlife is flourishing. They all adapted to it. And humans, there's only a few left up in there, but there was a thing on the wildlife at Chernobyl, and they showed how they adapted. Nothing got huge. There's no big monster 40-foot bears, but nature can adapt to its atmosphere. Some of them will drop dead, and then the next generation will have that radiation in them, and they adapt to it. It's pretty cool documentary, and I've seen it. There was Jim Paul. So what's up, man?
There was a girl that came into my bar once, and she was a someone that for the government that went to past places that had accidents or whatever, and she went to the Exxon Valdez spill, and she studied it, and she said what was weird was the what do you call them? The polar bears, when they were walking along the beach, they would go around certain areas. And what she found was the areas they went around was the places they actually cleaned. And what happened was when they cleaned the oil off, it actually took away a lot of the good bacteria and good
Really?
organisms. And so they found that the nature slowly, but it eventually did cleaned it fine.
It reflushed
But
itself.
so whenever they cleaned it, they actually screwed it up. Thought that was interesting.
The one that I would like to see is probably off Alabama and Mississippi is that one that what was that one down there where they had the Gulf spill? Remember, and it just was horrible and it
Yeah.
lasted a long. That was Exxon too, wasn't it?
But,
No,
BP.
that was the G. What did that do to that down there? Did that replenish, or is that still something that the news has stayed away from because they're not? You know how the news is so biased anymore.
Well, kind of makes you wonder because I knew there was a guy that came up here to the was doing the Academy Sports, and he was putting it together. And he said he lived on the beach in Alabama. He's lived there all of his life, and he said there was no oil spill in his beach. He goes, there was no oil there. So makes you wonder if there was. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm wondering what happened down there because that thing was monstrous. And
I think that stuff happens a lot more than we realize.
Yeah, probably. Well, oil is slowly dying because all the gas stations up here are starting to put the electric pumps in for the what's that guy's name? You know, Elon Musk. What's he thinking? His cars are all plug-ins and solar's coming. We'll see. I mean, it's a new age. Just it's oil's going to die. It just is. So
yeah,
nice bluegrass. See, 20 by 30. That's like a goddamn. That's a small trailer. That's a small house. What he has, 20 by 30. That's huge. But I keep sugar. It knocks me out. Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do. After about 2 minutes, I'm going to go up and get my frame ready for tomorrow morning. I'm psyched.
I think I'd better get off here.
I have. Yeah,
I'm starting to get tired. I need to get up early like you, and
I'm getting
plan my route.
Close, and we've got. Think more. Look, Cindy, where you been? Where you been? BP. Yes, BP. Mark, you just got here. Eat Twinkies. I'd like to have just a cupcake or two, or 3 or 4. So clean, screw it up, or did Exxon screw it up, spill into it. So that's another discussion on another time. We've been going for. Oh my God! It's 11:13. We've been going over 2 hours.
How many people are still in the chat?
We got 20-some people in here. People are popping in. There's other lives and stuff. Thanks, everybody. It's been a blast. We had our top 15. Me and Anthony will do this again. There's no doubt. Anthony, you want to do it on your channel? I'll jump on yours.
We might do that. I kind of wanted to do it on yours because there's just more people on your channel that are ready for it.
Over there. I think, they know you good. And you probably want some hours so you can see a commercial. So
yeah,
you can make
we'll promote it and we'll do it sometime.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Hey, everybody, glad you stopped in. A lot of people was in and out, and it's been fun.
Absolutely,
like always. We're going yard sailing tomorrow. I am anyway. What are you doing?
I am. I did a lot of extra work today just to get here just in time. Just so I could have all day tomorrow off so I can hit them.
Does Sandy have a channel? I don't think I don't know if Sandy does or not. I will watch, Bill. So thank you, Bill.
Yeah, that means you guys better.
Everybody came in.
You guys got to subscribe to me or you might miss it.
Definitely. You don't know Jen? Subscribe to Jen. Jen's cool.
Absolutely.
Like I said, definitely Philly Flipper. He's an up and comer, rookie of the year in my book. So, no, he's got great stuff. He's got great. He's got a good show actually. He's got that. He's just got that personality. And now I know he's 6'6". You better watch him. or he might eat you. So, everybody, I'm tickled to death that everybody hung out tonight. It was fun. I like doing this stuff. Anthony likes doing this stuff. So, check out my corny video. Check out Anthony's videos. What we find in our daring adventures, yard sailing. So,
and Scotty has a great live show too.
yeah, Scotty, Sunday nights, definitely.
Antiques and Profits. Sorry.
I don't know who his guest. I think it's he's got a guest this week, so check him out. Check out everybody who's got the channel. There's a lot of good content going on. A lot of fun. So we like to say fun. It's been a blast.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Later, Harry.
All right, later on, I'll give last words, and I'm out myself. So, hey, thank you. It's been a blast. Like I said, I'm going down the list. I'm thrilled that everybody hangs out. Smashing Show, no channel. Person that watches, and that's great. Bluebird, what? Weather here in Nashville. Yard sale time. You know it. You know it. I am so stoked. I'm lining it up. Cindy, come in earlier next time. Jen. Nah, everybody, have a great night. Hit over at the chats if you're staying over. Up. A lot of people, it might be earlier in your part of the world, but for me, it's time to hit the hay, eat, well, raid the refrigerator, hit the hay, and then we'll go from there. So, peace. See y'all in the chats. Check out my video after I make it, please, if I get lucky tomorrow. Till next time, I say later. Good night, everybody. See you in the chats.